Welcome back to the VTuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. I have been proven wrong yet again. Well, it's a surprise to no one, actually. But there has been more viral marketing posted on Filian's, affiliated websites and things like that. More viral marketing from the Kimono Mimi VTuber known as Filian. She's been gone since around December of last year. But recently, with the Filian is Lost website, she has been popping back up and bringing in some new life into, where she is and all that kind of stuff. And, because of the fact that she did wipe a lot of her social media, pretty much all of her social media has been wiped in some way, shape, or form, we now have this, where we are at the wall, and, people putting their marks, just random folks putting their marks in random places, that kind of stuff, like the Uma army there. You have other people, putting their faces there, some just putting their names there. You have Kyoto there with GeoGuessr 42. You have up here with Nero-sama again, Krelly. Yes, Snackers RU, Snackers Ru, Russia. We have some more stuff here with friends of hers. It looks like Lena Lazar maybe. Other people here doing other different forms here and there, with Teto also being put on there. Teto is a now very popular Vocaloid. She didn't start as one. I've told people on my chat how everything goes, and we go here. Take a look at Sonic, the Pregger's Sonic, and the Pregger's everything else. Holy hell! Yeah, frick. We have other stuff here that is just these nuts. We have a lot of stuff. And moving on, we're taking a look at this. This is what we're talking about. These things here, the NYC graffiti. I do not think, let me just say this right now, I do not think this is her co-opting the graffiti, because no one would actually do that. It's just, whoa, look at all this crazy stuff that's happening, I think, honestly. Because I don't think this is like official stuff, because who would officially allow graffiti to do that? Either this was done in like Photoshop or something like that, or something that, it may be some other viral marketing type of thing. But usually people will not allow that to be part of their marketing campaign. You have the one where the mayor of Toronto is with Mike Sunday with the Filian is Lost thing. The Filian is Lost poster, Dokimi. Filian cone clutch. And that is basically a Filian cone. Clutch kickback drifting in Japan with a Filian is Lost cone. The Filian is Lost part in Highway 101 in Los Angeles. Again, the graffiti in Los Angeles. Again, like I said before, I highly doubt that she is co-opting the graffiti thing for like actual marketing campaigns. But I don't know about viral marketing campaigns very well. But usually defacing public property is not one of those things that you want to be associated with. But I think it's more just, like I said before, letting people know. That's another thing that popped up. We have here the more official ones here. Filian's Lost t-shirt worn by Kazutori88 on Instagram. Lonely Big poster at Dortmund Dokumi, Germany. And the Brain Dead Fantasy Fest in the USA. As well as more things here. Big Soul Graffiti Artist. This is a graffiti artist, so this one might actually be more there. And as you can see, it looks like it was done on a piece of paper or on something that is more, removable. It is more of a removable thing. So that one in South Korea, I think, is more than likely something actually that is a part of it, as well as this t-shirt in Tsukuba Circuit. Tsukuba Circuit is very, very famous in Japan. So yeah, these things I think are more what is being allowed. Also, these things are people putting those on this site. So it does look like down here you can actually add it yourself, and I think that's what it is. Primarily, it's all the sightings of Filian that have been happening around there. All the worldwide sightings of Filian is Lost. Some of these are just sightings. Some of these are more, things that have been coordinated, like the Dokumi things, the Other ones with the with the mayor, things like that. Things that seem more legal are the ones that are more organized, I think, just because you don't want to tie yourself to things that are maybe illegal in places. So that is what I have for you guys. You guys let me know, are they all of our viral marketing campaign, or am I right in thinking that some of these are just things that people have done to try to bring attention to it, to try to maybe get some attention to the whole Filian is lost thing. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. They are getting hate for different reasons, as we're talking about CottontailVA and KIRSCHE, who recently were brought back up into the zeitgeist of VTubing with, they were already a big part of it. But an old clip has resurfaced from CottontailVA and Filian that has brought up some old hate, has brought up some old stuff. And this is the clip in question here. From Tactical Templar, the plot thickens. It appears that known blank VTuber, who's an actual P-star, CottontailVA hates the VTuber known as KIRSCHE. It appears that Cottontail has low impulse control in more areas than we thought. So, of course, again, they're slut-shaming her for just being an adult that does, things that adults would do. And we're taking a look here at these specific parts here.
Question, how did you grow your melons? Connor, what do you think?
How did you grow your melons? Can I be honest? I don't know nothing about this person aside from the fact that they're a little grifter. I don't know nothing about them.
Okay.
That is what rubbed people the wrong way a little bit, because it was like they were asked one thing and they went to another, so I can understand people being frustrated at that part.
It's fucking crazy, like how delicate I try to be when I know like a certain VTuber fuck hates me. And like people in my chat will bring up, KIRSCHE, why don't you collab with this person? That'd be so fun. You and this person have X in common. It'd be great. Let's collab, KIRSCHE. And I'm like, oh no, it's we don't have anything in common, really. Like I always try to be really fucking nice about this shit, because I'm not out here trying to start shit. And then, when I see like their reactions to getting asked, they're just like, yeah, that certain white fox thing. It's like, all right, okay. Duly noted, you dumb cunt. Sounds like they're the ones starting shit, right? It's like, it's not the viewer's fault. It's not the viewer's fault, and I think it's really unprofessional to just like be a stingy cunt. Like the viewers aren't supposed to keep track of like all of this fucking internal politics. They're not gonna know what the fuck happened with Cottontail. I can't remember if like Filian called into my stream or like there was a raid or some shit. But Cottontail like literally just said in front of Filian, oh yeah, KIRSCHE is a grifter, and it's like, okay, all right, you can feel a certain way about me, but that's weird to bring to someone else's stream.
I mean, I can understand that. She does have a point there. That it is kind of strange to bring that to a stream, and we have people doing a lot of complaining here, like a lot of different sides doing a lot of different things. Cottontail doesn't like our chud who pushes great replacement theory, is a white supremacist, and spreads lies about trans people. Whoa. I think the reason this clip rubs everyone the wrong way is so universities, we just spent days being told you cannot call a girl who sells her body for money a blank because it devalues her, but the exact same kind of girl feels perfectly fine calling another woman a pick-me. I think there's different levels of severity with those things. I think that's probably why people are just like, yeah, these are two different things. Different severity, but I do understand why people are frustrated. Cottontail doesn't want to be associated with a white supremacist. I mean, that makes her kind of based. These are, I don't think KIRSCHE is one, but these are things that have been thrown around by everybody. It's just, it got everybody riled up. It got a lot of people riled up, as you're going to see here. It's pretty clear they have the next target in mind, but going to say, bud, I don't want to hear that impulse control from a dude who blanked to lollies on stream. Talking about Templar, apparently that's something that was brought up against him. This whole after saying that whole thing, I don't know if that's true. Again, when people are angry, when people's oshis or whatever get attacked, as you can see, they go on the offensive and they get offensive. So that is something that humans do, it seems like, and other people here going with. Problem with VTubers is that calling out racism, transphobia, etc. in the space is controversial, as some talentless freak with no personality going, teehee, I'm a racist, ooh, anime girl who calls trans people slurs. Crazy that more frowned upon to do corn than it is to be a bigot. I collab with KIRSCHE any day. She's my Oshi to saying all those haters can get their IQ above 95 anyways, can't get their IQ above 95. Acting like you wouldn't consume the same content she makes while posting this. And they're talking about Tactical Templar posting about, I think it's Penny Lane, like thirsting over Penny Lane, it looks like, which is a a swimsuit model, I believe. Was worried when I saw Cottontail, but now I think she's even more based. Also really funny how Templar is crying about Cottontail being an E-blank when KIRSCHE is extremely hypersexual and sells merch like this. And that merch is a Doki. This merch over here, of course, it has all been censored. It is a Doki also, and it says blank VTuber, yet this was part of KIRSCHE's merch. Double standards go crazy. And it is like, I'm not going to be one to be moral grandstanding or anything on anybody. They can do whatever they want with their body. They can do whatever they want as long as it's two consenting adults, like I've always said. I'm not going to be slut shaming or anything for anybody. KIRSCHE wants to do that type of she doesn't do the content, but she puts out that art because guess what? It sells. It sells. But I don't think she called Cottontail an e-ho or anything like that. So other people are. So I think she understands, you know, what people want to go through. They're adults. They get to choose it. They're not being forced to. As long as they're not being forced to, they're not being coerced into doing things like that. It's perfectly fine, whatever they want to do, as long as it's legal as well in their area. Vinny was trying to throw her a lifeline when she started talking about how to grow her chest. Con insisted to keep talking about KIRSCHE. She hates her guts and most likely jealous. But probably not jealous, just doesn't like her. And that's perfectly fine. But putting it out there when you were given a lifeline to do something else kind of can rub people the wrong way, which is very true. They have no respect for themselves or others. Why do grifters get so offended when you don't like them or care about them? The attention chasing is blatant. It's just, I think it was just mainly annoyed at the fact that there was a continual dislike and the continual bringing it back to that part. And, you know, it's probably got Cottontail heated at the moment, and that's probably why she brought it out. I know that's happened to me before. I'm not one to throw stones in glass houses. It's happened to me before. So I can understand that whole situation. The idiot said she's a grifter. How is that immature? I mean, it was no longer a part of the conversation. But like I said, I can understand it. I've done it before. It's happened to me in my personal life where just I'm so ticked off about somebody, I bring it back up. But me, it's because of my autism, because I have hyperfixation issues. That does happen. But like I said, I'm not going to throw stones in glass houses. And it says KIRSCHE, when somebody never met sees her digital foot and mouth print or footprint, when she says why he say F me for, maybe because you're some S they don't F with. It wouldn't bother KIRSCHE if she was not grifting. And other people there. Today's video, because we got nothing else to do besides VTuber rigor drama, Cottontail and KIRSCHE are back in the eyes of the VTuber world because of that video going on there. And you know, no amount of botted likes will change what you are. Yeah, so people are just continuing to say those type of things. Now that they're attacking Nyara, and the reason Klaus loves to go after KIRSCHE is because she actively cares about actual trans people and makes a distinction between them and narcissistic attention seekers like them. So yeah, it's weird. It's weird. People are starting to go into personal attacks. I don't think it should ever have gone into personal attacks. You can go and attack people. Sorry, I'm saying so much. I've realized that right now. You can go after people for their beliefs. Absolutely. You can go after people for what they're saying publicly. Absolutely. But don't go after their, they themselves as people, like actual things like that. Like don't go too personal in the whole thing. Some people would say the grifter thing is personal, but that's just based on beliefs and based on what they think the beliefs stand for, that type of thing. So it is. You guys let me know though. You guys let me know how serious this is. Like, do you think it's dumb on both ends? I think it's quite a bit gone a bit above and beyond what would normally happen in the world in this VTuber space. But these are two people that are very popular, and it interests people to see what's going on. You guys let me know though, and I will continue to try to give you more. And eventually, I'll stop saying 40 freaking ums in the whole video. One day. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? I have returned with the numbers. It's been a bit since I last did this. It's been, I think, a couple of months, at least, since I last did this. I'm not sure if I did this in 2026, but let's take a look. We're looking at Nijisanji Project, Nijisanji EN. Their numbers here, the Super Chat earnings, as we tend to do around these parts. We have Aya at the top in the last month, the month of May, since it is June. Noctix Albin, which I'm glad that he's doing well. It's 13,225 for 7 lives. So he's actually had a larger percentage of his live streams produce a good amount. Aya has done 36 live streams in the month with 239 members, 495 members there. Luxium Vox is going back up to the top again. Not sure why, but it is what it is. I mean, people do like him. He does know how to get the people interested. Scarle, as always, in the top 5. I'm very glad to see her there. She's someone who goes her own way, does her own thing. And she's got 8,800 with 34 lives. Shu, 7,900 by the beat. We have most of the by the beat folks are above 2,000. So we have Zeal by the beat, 5,400. Iluna Ren, 5,200 by the beat. Freodor, 3,800. Crisis Vanta, 3,100 by the beat. Sable, 2,900. XLA Melico, 2,400. Melico, nice. Obsidia, Petra, 1,800. So Petra did return to streaming recently, and within the last several months, she returned to streaming, and she's been doing rather well. Noctic Sunny, Claude, I'm glad Claude hasn't been spoken about very much. He's had his, foot and mouth moments, but I'm glad that he's at least making more than 1,000 a month. Uki, 1,300. Crisis, 1,100. And this is not including any ad revenue or anything like that. This is just super chats and memberships. Lazulite, Illyra, still 1,100. Calyx from By the Beat, 900. And then you have Finana, Yu, Luca, Clara, Pio, Vermilion, Rioma, Maria Marionette, Anna, and Millie, all kind of in the below the 1,000 mark. It is sad to see Denoth and others from either Etheria or Iluna or anything like that kind of being, I think Etheria is mostly gone. But from any other groups that have been there for a very long time, no longer making a lot of money. It really does suck because this is like, for especially when you're below 1,000, that's like indie money. And for it being a part of such a large organization, them not pushing you enough on the EN side, JP's doing very well comparatively. JP's been doing very well comparatively when it comes to management and support. So it does suck to see them though, because no matter what, these people are human beings and they're working their ass off to make sure that they have something to, continue on and actually pay the bills. It does suck to see that in my opinion, it does suck to see that they're not doing so well. So just wanted to show you some of these numbers. There are people down there. There's no one actually here because I think they usually shut it down to not have any kind of comments. But yeah, that's what we have now for you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I hope you enjoy the next one, or at least have something to say about the next one that we have here. I know what she was doing. She was going underneath the water and seeing how long she could hold her breath. And oh dear God, am I glad I'm there. Oh my God. Dear Lordy, she's shiny in various ways.
Drinking alone was never my forte.
Yeah. Oh dear,
Well,
my God. Drinking alone? Oh, well, thirsty is one way to say what's going on here. Holy moly.
Being a marine
Dear Lord.
comes in handy.
Down, Salvi, down. Stop it. Holy.
Chasing a six at
I
the
feel like
moment.
I should be censoring this thing. I feel like I should be censoring this. That is impressive. That's a long time.
It's all about the lungs, but it's all in the mind.
It's all in the mind? Well, you're on my mind. I'm not. That was corny as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm stopping now. But here,
So what
they
can I
don't
do?
make it easy, though. They don't make it easy.
You
Thank you guys for watching, as always. And, of course, take a look. And if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. All those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.